Everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie, and today I am here for Vlogmas Day 4. For today's video, we are going to be, once again, doing an updated version of one of my favorite videos to do, which is my yearly CD collection. This is something I've done twice in the past, and I have really enjoyed doing it, and you guys seem to really enjoy it too, so I'll be going through all of the CDs that are currently on my bed behind me. And I will say, the last time I did this video was in 2020. My CD collection has grown quite a bit over the years, so you are going to see quite a few new CDs as well as a whole new artist to me, which I did not have in 2020, so that's really exciting. But without me really going any further, this might be a little bit of a long video. I'm going to jump right in and get started with today's video. Okay, so the first pile of CDs I'm going to talk about in today's video is going to be my miscellaneous pile. So this is a pile full of CDs that I usually only have one single album by that artist, and then the fact that they don't fit anywhere else in my collection. So let's go through those. My miscellaneous pile, we have It's Only Time by Drake Bell. It's actually the first CD I ever owned, so that's saying a lot. This has been in my collection since 2006, so it is rather old. It is, what, going on 18 years now, so this is a album I have a special place in my heart for. I don't see myself ever getting rid of it. I've gone back and listened to quite a few of the songs on this album. They're still fantastic, so that is the first one. Next up on the miscellaneous file, we have Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses. This is an album I got in a swap box with some of my friends here on YouTube years and years ago. I grew up listening to Guns N' Roses, so I have gone back again and listened to quite a few of these songs. And it has a lot of my favorite ones, which, you know, are going to be Paradise City, Welcome to the Jungle, Sweet Child of Mine, all that. And again, love this album. So that is the next one. The last one on the miscellaneous pile is one that I have a long history with, but it's in here, and the only reason I think I am going to continue hanging on to this is for bittersweet reasons, and that is Up All Night by One Direction. As you guys know, Liam Payne passed away in October, and I was never the biggest One Direction fan. I have seen them in concert. I saw them when they were at opening act for Big Time Rush. And I liked them for a while. I had my boy band phase back then, and they were just not my cup of tea, but it was nothing against the band at all. And then when Liam passed this past October, I was absolutely devastated. And I felt bad for all my Directioner friends that I have. And, you know, their music I have gone back and listened to, especially this album, since that all happened. And still, it breaks my heart to know that Liam is now gone. He was only 31. Absolutely too young, so rest in peace, Liam. This one is for you. So we have two albums that are mainly still here for nostalgia reasons, and that is the Naked Brothers Band. I was really obsessed with the Nickelodeon TV show when that was on back in the mid-2000s, and I have not brought myself to get rid of these because, again, I still love Nat and Alex Wolff. They're the main stars of the show, and it is just nostalgia central over here with these two albums. So I obviously have the Self-Titled album as well as I Don't Want to Go to School. We're also going to continue on with the nostalgia train with the Jonas Brothers. Those are really the first boy band I ever really got into. I was a huge Joe Bros fan back in my early teen years, and I was devastated when they broke up, but they are now back, so happy to see that. And I own all of their albums. So first we would have a little bit longer, but I have misplaced my copy, but I do own it. Then last but not least, I figured I'd throw this in there with the Jonas Brothers, is Camp Rock, one of my favorite Disney Channel original movies. We're going into my soundtracks. Now I have a variety of soundtracks just because I have some from movies I've really loved, and then a couple for nostalgic reasons, so let's dive into those. I'm gonna start off with the Star Wars soundtracks. Now I do own The Phantom Menace, but again, I have misplaced my copy, so we're gonna dive into Attack of the Clones. Then we have the 90s for the Star Wars ones. We, of course, have my favorite movie of all time, Revenge of the Sith. Rounding off the soundtrack section of this video, we have two, one from a TV show, one from a movie. So first we have Kim Possible, the soundtrack from the Disney Channel show that was literally my childhood growing up. Last of the soundtracks is going to be Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Squeakquel, because I was once again obsessed with this movie as a kid. So we're going to dive into my big four main artists that I have listened to over the past few years. I'm pretty selective with my music now of what I listen to, so these are the four main artists that I tend to gravitate towards. Let's start off with those. First, for the big four, we have Panic at the Disco. Rest in peace, Panic at the Disco. First one of Panic's albums, we have A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. Then we have Vice's Adventures. Then we have Vice's personal favorite Panic album, Too Rare to Live, Too Rare to Die. Then we have, last but not least, again, rest in peace, Panic. You'll always have my heart. We have Viva Last Vengeance. Two artists are going to be the ones that own the most albums thrive. So we're going to start off with Fall Out Boy. First, of course, we have Take This to Your Grave. Then we have Believers Never Die Part 1, their greatest hits album. My personal favorite Fall Out Boy album, Save Rock and Roll. Believers Never Die Part 2, the second part of their greatest hits album. Then we have their most recent album, So Much for Stardust, released by Fall Out Boy. This isn't technically one of their albums, but it is another greatest hits, and that is going to be their Icon album. The artist I own by far the most albums from, even though some of these are duplicates and there will be duplicates in the future, that is Miss Taylor Swift. With Taylor, I own all of her versions of her albums, plus two that have not been released in her versions. Hopefully we're getting Reputation debut soon though. I'm dying for them. But let's dive in. First off, starting off with Taylor, we have her debut album, of course. Then of course we have Fearless, Taylor's version. We have of course my favorite Taylor album, which is Reputation. I am ready for Reputation, Taylor's version. I need it now. Folklore, one of the most underrated Taylor albums in my personal opinion. And then I also have 3 copies of Tortured Poets, so let's go through those. So we have the Tortured Poets Department. This is a version of the manuscript. We have the Tortured Poets Department. This time it's the Black Dog. Running off the Taylor albums, we have the Tortured Poets Department, but this is just the single of Fortnite. And the last pile I have for albums is my Big Time Rush albums, my favorite band of all time. So let's round it all off on the best band in the world, in my opinion. So with BTR, I have 2 copies of their debut album. This is their self-titled album. So I have this one, which is in brand spanking new packaging, and then my original copy that I lost the packaging for. Then we have the band off from Big Time Rush. This isn't technically one of their albums, but one of the members is in this band, and that is Heffron Drive, Happy Mistakes. That's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this collection. I really love doing this video, so I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. But if you did, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new for future Vlogmas content just like this, as well as future content after Vlogmas. And let me know in the comments down below what your favorite bands are. I would love to know. I'm always looking for new artists to listen to, and as always, all my social media links are linked down below if you guys would like to follow me on any of those. With all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 5. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye!